Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about petrified wood. This is one of the coolest crystals, and it's one of the most underestimated crystals. If you're someone who's truly in tune with nature, this is actually going to be one of the best crystals for you. Now, this is the matte side of it, and this is the shiny side. This has 100,000 different appearances, so all petrified wood will look a little bit different. This is a polished version. I prefer the polished. This is nice and cool though, because you could see this is literally cut. So this was a tree and it was cut. I mean, how it's basically a slab of a tree that was petrified and it's cut straight in half where you can see exactly what's inside the tree. So petrified wood is one of the coolest crystals ever because it's literally Mother Nature telling us just a really cool story. So the story is that something that was supposed to get basically withered away, something that was supposed to be consumed in the past, something that was supposed to be just flat out destroyed and rot and just become a part of, like, its timeline was over when it was a tree in its time, like a long time ago. And now all of a sudden Mother Nature's like, let me give you some powers of rebirth and preserve you in time and in space. Trees have spirits. Yes, they do. If you've meditated with a tree before, especially a very big tree, then you'll definitely know. I've met people who have had all their entire gift sets of spiritual gifts opened by trees. It's pretty cool. And I'll make videos about that later on. But petrified wood is literally an immortal spirit. It's in a tree with immortal energies in it. It holds nothing but wisdom. So especially wisdom from a very long time ago. So when this was a tree, yeah, it might have been a little tree, but it still holds wisdom of the other trees in the area at the time. Trees network. They all intermingle and they could tell stories of the entire land, let alone just the heart of what Earth really is. They all hold knowledge and they all branch out and they all connect to the Earth. So if you're someone who's really connected to Mother Nature, and there's a little Halloween jack-o'-lantern smile in there, but petrified wood is one of the most surprising crystals for people. It's one of the most unsuspecting. So this is it's petrified wood jasper. Yeah, it's a crystal. It's a crystal now. So it was something that would have died, withered away, and now it's been given new life, and basically it has been given rebirth energies. If you're someone in life who feels like just what you're doing, it's not cutting it anymore, if you're ready for some new changes, if you're ready to just be preserved into something good versus something that you feel is decaying in your life, maybe you're just ready to elevate, this is what this crystal helps you do. It helps you really make changes and breakthroughs in the sense that it helps you be more stable and it helps you have more knowledge. This is a very powerful crystal for knowledge. I have met people who have picked up petrified wood and they started hearing all these different words pop in their head, and certain gifts such as clairaudience opened within them just from working with petrified wood. Yeah, this is a crystal that can open subjective clairaudience. So petrified wood will start unlocking things in your subconscious mind, especially when you wear petrified wood and you go out into nature and you see other trees, you're going to perceive them differently energetically. So one thing that's pretty cool is I was in Key West and this was just absolutely amazing. I had my petrified wood on and I felt, because they have some giant old trees in Key West, and I felt the most magnetic pull I've ever felt in my entire life to some of these trees. I'm like, what is this? I'm being pulled towards a tree, and I was wearing my petrified wood, and I'm just hearing these different things in my head, like meditate with this tree, like definitely meditate with this tree. And it was so otherworldly and just strange, and even especially because some trees, like some very giant old ancient trees, have identities and they have knowledge to teach. They have knowledge to pass on. If you don't believe that, then you can literally see that in its crust. So on a biological standpoint, wood and trees hold memory. They hold just energy of time, and just they're so arcane and so beautiful. And if you're truly trying to tap into shamanic gifts, tap into ancestry, tap into your family line, petrified wood is going to help you with that. This is one of the most exciting and cool crystals. I wish more people were interested in jaspers, because, like, It really takes someone who's really, really, really advanced in crystals to be interested in a crystal like petrified wood or petrified, I mean, just any of the other jaspers. Petrified wood, it sticks out in the jasper family because it's a very ancient, arcane, just it'll help you with stability. If you feel like things in your life kind of are very flimsy and fall over, well, keep in mind that this was a tree that fell over and it was fossilized. It turned into crystal instead of rotting away. So it has, what's it called? Double, there's a word for it. When you have back-to-back energy, I forget, double wind, an extra wind to it. So this crystal will help give you an extra wind and really preserve good things that are coming to you and good things that you have. You can also put this around your house and it just promotes like a very forest-like energy of just, because they do have petrified wood forests around the world. Just in the US they have it, and just different places around the world they have it. All the petrified wood and energy is somewhat the same, a little bit similar, just environmentally, each petrified wood will tell you the story of its environment. Petrified wood is fairly easy to get. Good petrified wood, it depends, because some of it could just look blotchy, some of it can actually look very beautiful and you see patterns, so it really does depend. There are some very strange, beautiful looking petrified wood. It all looks beautiful, it's all very abstract. This is, I mean, it's, when people see it, they don't really know what to make of it. They're just like, it looks like a rock, a crystal, or I don't know what it is. Like, oh, it's a tree. Okay. But this crystal is excellent for stability. If you are not emotionally stable, if you're not mentally stable, if you're not financially stable, if you're not stable in your family and your house, and just everything's not stable, put more petrified wood around your house, wear more petrified wood, and it will truly bring and invite stability into your life. This energy is the energy of 444. You guys love angel numbers, so I would talk about angel numbers. So wood is stability, especially crystallized wood. It's like, this energy about this wood is so just otherworldly, but very earthly at the same time. It has a very elemental, just shamanic energy about it that really helps you calm down. It helps you be more patient, which is wonderful. It really helps slow your thoughts. It helps you really preserve what you want good in your life, even if it's something that you're pulling new towards you, a new opportunity, maybe a new relationship. It helps really just lock it with its patient energies, with its just overtime energy. Because remember, trees that shoot up straight just overnight and then just fall down, those are not trees that last. So trees that really have been there for a while are the trees that last the longest. Same thing with petrified wood. Even though this was a little skinny tree, it did last the longest. It outlasted all of its other family members way back then. And Mother Nature made this one special. It basically said, I'm going to give you an extra chance. I'm going to make you shine brighter, even though you were a small petrified tree. Maybe because they do have large petrified trees. Like, they have very big petrified trees, and they all have different stories. So they're all good for patient energy, stability energies. They're very nurturing. They're very calming, very promoting of just all around stability. And it's just a good, secure stone. If you feel like you need to have more foundation wherever in life, you can work with petrified wood. Now, this has to be one of the best crystals for wisdom, like, ever. I already said before, when you meditate with it, you'll just have different arcane knowledge popping in your head. Certain people ask, okay, how does so much information come to you? One of the ways is, if I ever want to know something shamanic or something just in nature, you can take petrified wood, and I like to wear it as an anklet. You guys can wear it as a necklace or as a bracelet, and you'll go out into nature, and you'll notice your connection with trees goes through the roof. This is literally the tree connection stone. It's literally the stone that will have you easily connecting to trees. Sometimes it takes months for you guys to connect with a certain tree. Sometimes it's instant for you guys. Petrified wood, really, since it just has that patient energy in it, it really helps you understand on a subconscious level what you need to connect to an elemental environment. And I mean, just, it really helps you when you're out in nature. You'll have, just when wearing the stone, you'll have a different gravitational pull towards trees. You might even feel like they're even talking to you in your head, and you're not going crazy. No, because trees are a network, and this is a very old tree. So it could be a little tiny bit of petrified wood. It could be just, it doesn't matter. I wear petrified wood as an anklet, as a chunky anklet, because it's good for the root star chakra. So if you feel like You're always in a haze, like, oh, everything's going by too quickly. Oh, I can't really focus. Or like you're feeling foggy. You're feeling like not yourself. You wake up out of bed and you're like, I don't know. I slept 8 hours. Am I still tired? Can I still go? Petrified Wood clears that fog. It's like, hey, you're here. You're upright, and you're gonna be strong. So this is a very, and I know this is not one of those crystals that, because like I said, being a Jaspers and crystals like this, you really have to have a certain spiritual skill set to have Jaspers call out to you. When I first started working with crystals a very long time ago, I would avoid Jaspers at all costs. There was some misinformation online saying, oh, if you have regular stones, and I went by some of the information online because I trusted it at the time, and then I learned to question everything that was online, and I actually found new knowledge that's not online. I thought Jaspers didn't agree with other crystals for some reason until I just disproved that, and I'm like, wait, no, that's not true. They literally grow next to each other. People are like, you can't wear hematite and pyrite or their energies will cancel each other out. You can't wear amethyst and carnelian because the carnelian will block the energies of the amethyst. Like, one's supposed to calm you down and the other one's supposed to speed you up. They don't go good together, as if we don't have two different chakras. We don't have a chakra that's relating to energy and vitality and another chakra that's relating to calming down and connecting to our higher selves. We have so many micro chakras in our body, we can't even count them. There's 112 base chakras, where there's 21 chakras for every major chakra. There's in-between bridge chakras, as I call them. I'm looking for accurate information online that really teaches about them. Petrified Wood is very good for the root star chakra and the root chakra. It really helps you feel safe and secure. It also helps you if you're a quick-tempered person. It's going to help calm you down. It's going to help you take you down a notch to really understand why you're getting frustrated and upset. And it really helps you because, think about it like this. This has to be one of the most important crystals for knowledge, because you guys do your affirmations. You say, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am loved, I am healthy. But then you do things in the world that don't even relate to your affirmations. You go against your affirmations in action. But if you actually had the knowledge to really back the affirmation, they would come true so much quicker. So Petrified Wood, for example, helps you really understand and fathom knowledge. You can't be wealthy, you can't have love, you can't be protected without having knowledge. King Solomon in the Bible is a very good example, but you can't hold water if you don't know to close your hands. You can't have something really good and hold it if you don't have the knowledge to hold it. And that's one of the reasons why this has to be one of the most important crystals. And for people who would like to open, because I've met several people who have fully opened all of their gifts with trees. Just literally meditating with the energy of trees. It's very fascinating. So one thing you can do is you can take a petrified wood necklace or anklets, which they make wonderful anklets. Eventually in the future I'll have them as anklets. Petrified wood, I have it as bracelets on the website. They're good too. I believe I have it as a necklace, but I'll put anklets on the website eventually. You dig your feet in the earth. You really connect to the tree, like a giant tree, a very old tree, a very sacred tree. Ask it for its strength. Ask it for its tenacity and its ability to just be stable and stay there for a long time. And keep in mind, these trees, they endure weather. They endure humans. Oh, humans can be pretty bad against trees. And these trees that have stuck around are not just lucky, they're blessed because man has not cut them down, because man is very known for literally cutting back on nature. Yeah, so these trees have just a certain energy and a certain power about them. Every petrified wood might react a little differently to each people, but I've met several people who have gotten petrified wood and they've had something called a download. I know you guys have a problem. I mean, not you guys in particular, but the online world has a problem with the word download. People are like, oh, how dare you say you've gotten a download? You get a download with petrified wood. I'm telling you that right now. If the tree is super old and it's literally holding knowledge, one thing you can do as well is, I'm not sure who is able to do this. This does take practice. Like for a Lemurian seed, for example, it's a record keeper. These are not technically, but in my definition, they're record keepers because you can literally feel the etchings of the petrified wood. You could just close your eyes, and some of you who are more energetically gifted, and I mean, you can develop energy gifts. It takes lots of trusting. I'll have to teach some of you guys how to really use your gifts. You cannot be using logic. Because I've seen people who are fully spiritually gifted, and I ask them a question, and I don't even tell them it's spiritually related, and they just give me the full answer, and then I'm like, okay, can you answer this spiritually related question? They're like, well, I think it's this, but I think it's that. I'm like, you just answered a question. You have no access of knowledge, but now I asked you a question saying it's spiritual, and now you're really trying to interpret it and use your logic, and that's canceling out some of your spiritual gifts. Petrified wood is one of those crystals you can practice on. So just really just feel the energy of the stone. Don't feel what your fingers feel like. Feel what's inside your body. Feel inside each chakra in your body. Feel what's in your mind. Okay, I have a little challenge for you guys. Now, you guys ready? Because now, when you're watching this video, I'm going to give you some homework right now. So, this right here, this is a challenge for you guys at home. Like I said, this is a little logic versus intuition test. As soon as I ask you this question, I would like you to answer. Don't hesitate. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up. Like I said, don't hesitate. 3 words. Spit out 3 words right now about this petrified wood. 3 words. 1, 2, 3. If you have to rewind it, then you kind of fail the test. But just any 3 words that pop into your head is the energy of petrified wood literally communicating with you. This is a communication stone, not of the throat chakra, but of Mother Nature. It literally holds nature, and it holds such a natural shamanic element in it. For the people who have had 3 words randomly pop in their head, some people have them pop in their head much easier. They're like, oh, it was loud. I'm like, yeah, because the energy of the petrified wood really communicated with you. It really opened up some of your intuition. This crystal is underestimated. If you want to really just open your gift set, this is a good crystal to fully practice with. And you can practice this exercise over again. So maybe at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you'll try every different hour. You'll try just a different exercise meditating with the petrified wood. So you'll just be yourself. Go with your intuition when it comes to guessing words about petrified wood. But this crystal is very powerful, arcane. If you love nature, wear this in nature, and nature's gonna feel different. Especially if you live around trees, or especially if you have that massive set of trees near you, or just that one gigantic tree near you, or maybe you know of a park and you can wear petrified wood and go to the park. You're gonna feel very different because it really connects you to the element of trees. I call this the tree stone. I would like to rename this eventually. It's called Petrified Wood, and it's called Petrified Wood Jasper. I would like to make Jaspers more popular. They don't get the credit they deserve. Like I said, you have to have a skill set, to like a spiritually inherited gift set. Maybe inherited through just your upbringing, or inherited through maybe you just randomly out of the blue. You woke up with different spiritual knowledge, because guides will give us stuff in our sleep. And you're really attracted to the petrified wood, and you feel like you want to work with the stone, but you don't know why. Online doesn't really give too much good information about it. They give general information, but I got straight into what the stone really is, because if you look up petrified wood jasper online and then look up any other jasper, it's like, hey, wisdom, courage, patience, stability, and then you look at something like bloodstone, for example, and it says the exact same thing, and you're like, I want to learn crystals, but online says the same information. Well, I'm giving you real information that's not really available to online, or just because online is very generic. I'm always going to be using online as an example, because you're trying to learn about crystals and all the information is the same. I get it. Think of this as a tree stone, the nature connection stone, the wisdom stone, the patience stone, the stability stone, the stone that really unlocks your gifts based on the shamanic element, connecting you to your nature element, really connecting you to the atmosphere of Earth, literally the beauty of Earth. Nature will appear different when you wear this crystal, especially when you're around trees. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao!